Welcome to the channel, everyone. First ever video, nice and fresh, raring to go. And this channel's going to be based around Arsenal Football Club. I'm a little bit late, I know that. We are fair way through the season, obviously, with our crazy start we've had. Let me know what you think about that down below. That'd be really interesting to talk about. But let's get into it. So we're coming off the 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace again at Selhurst Park last night. 2 goals from Milivojevic from penalties, a goal from Aubameyang, and a goal from Xhaka. We played. Who did we play? We played Lacazette up front with Aubameyang to the left, Iwobi to the right, with Özil through the middle. We had Guendouzi and Torreira holding midfielders, with Mustafi and holding in defence with Leno in goal, and Bellerin to the right and Xhaka to the left. It was a game I felt as though we really did drop points. 3 points was theirs for the taking. Especially with Man City and Spurs playing tomorrow. It was definitely a point we could have taken, but it is a point. We'll take it. Overall, what I thought about the game, we started off very, very slow. I felt as though we were just giving the ball away too easy. We were very weak with the ball. Didn't create enough going forward. I felt as though Özil, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Iwobi, all 4 of them, just didn't create enough going forward. Didn't gel enough. Aubameyang and Lacazette didn't get the ball enough, and when they did get the ball, they just didn't take their chances. They didn't play it off to other players. Özil just didn't create enough going forward for me either. I thought Lacazette was poor. He should have got that goal earlier on. I think it was the 20th or the 30th minute. Got on that left foot boot of his, and he should have really taken that chance, but he didn't. Iwobi, normally he's got a bit of a buzz about him when he goes forward. He didn't really have that drive. Didn't really create that sort of threat. And overall, we just didn't have that threat going forward, and that's what I thought we really lacked in the first half. Torreira played alright in that holding midfield, and I thought the main issue really was that defence with Mustafi. He was just way too sloppy, diving everywhere in that first half. Caused a penalty. They go 1-0 up. I thought Xhaka was really poor in that left back position. I know he had a good game against Leicester, but not when you got the likes of Townsend, Zaha and AU coming at you. It's just not going to work, especially him being a holding midfielder. I thought Torreira really needed a Xhaka in there. I thought Guendouzi was pretty sloppy every now and then, and he just wasn't positioned right a few times in that game, a few times within the game. But I thought Xhaka was one of the main issues, and obviously that's what conceded the goal at the end of the game in the second half with Zaha diving. And I thought that was a dive. Let me know what you think about that, guys. Was that a dive or not? I thought it was a dive, honestly, I really thought. But the second half, we kicked on in the second half, as we do normally after this 12-game unbeaten run. It's absolutely ridiculous. But second half, we did kick on. A goal from Xhaka. Let me know what you thought of that. I thought it was an absolute screamer, mate. Absolute screamer from him. Top left. He wasn't aiming for anyone else. He was going straight for goal, and what a goal it was. I think that has to be the goal. Has to be the goal of the month and the goal of the bloody season. I think that was an absolute rocket from Xhaka. Xhaka, boom! But yeah, that was that. And Aubameyang did get another goal for him. 2-1, he made it, and I think it was a few millimetres just over the line to get that into the back of the net. And it was an absolute scraper, that one. So we went 2-1 up. And then obviously Xhaka conceded that penalty to make it 2-2. I thought second half we did kick on nicely, but after that second goal we really did drop off and invite the pressure for Crystal Palace to really take us on, and we just gave it to them. That second goal, I personally thought we just didn't seem like scoring a game. I felt as though we needed to score again. 3-1 would have put the game to bed, but we didn't. I thought it was a sloppy again going forward in the second half. And we just invited the pressure for Palace, and they just took us on. Zaha had a few chances, but once again, him running at us, it was just scary, man. Lichtsteiner he got torn to shreds, I personally thought, down that right edge. Obviously, Bellerin, I don't know what happened to him. He obviously got injured. And other substitutions that came in the second half was Özil for Welbeck. Özil didn't seem to like that from the look of it. Let me know what you think about that with Özil and Emery. A bit of conflict maybe, I'm not too sure, but he did throw the gloves down on the way out, and he didn't seem too happy about that. But Welbeck, I thought he played alright, had a bit of confidence after the goal against Sporting CP earlier on this week. and he did run at them a little bit, created a bit more threat, a bit more energy in there, and a bit more physicality in there. Because I thought Lacazette was really poor. Aubameyang, he's just so lost on that left edge. He's not a left winger. I personally think he's a proper striker, and he should be up the top there with Lacazette. But Welbeck went in there, kind of created a two up front with Lacazette, but he just didn't have that driving edge going forward, and we just didn't finish it, man. When we had our chances, who else came off? I know. Let's have a look. I know Lichtsteiner came on for Bellerin, and he's just too slow. I personally think the age is picking up on him, and Zaha really took that against him in the second half. And Crystal Palace, I personally feel as they deserved the win, to be honest, because they were on top of us. They missed a fair few chances. They do lack that quality striker, as what the commentary was saying. But overall, it was a game where we did drop points, and it was a game we should have really won, especially going into games against Blackpool during the week, and Liverpool coming up. That's going to be a major game, so we're going to need the likes of Socrates back, because I think he's going to be a pivotal player in that Liverpool game. I thought Mustafi was very sloppy and poor, and he needs to be taken out. We do need Monreal and Kolasinac back, one of the two, because I thought Xhaka, we can't play him in that left back position again against the likes of Salah and Mane. We're just going to get torn to shreds. So let me know what you think about that down below. Do you reckon? What do you reckon the scores are going to be against Liverpool? What sort of game are you thinking? And just let me know about that, because I'll bring out a few videos to do the Liverpool game. Blackpool coming up as well during the week. Hopefully it's going to be interesting to see some of the youngsters play out. That's going to be really good to see. I'm looking forward to seeing the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe, Nketiah, Welbeck obviously, and a lot more of the youngsters. Hopefully Maitland-Niles will get a start, because I know he's back from injury, especially the likes of Cech. He's going to be trying to get himself back into that first team squad with Leno playing alright. I thought Leno played alright throughout the game against Crystal Palace. He wasn't going to save those ones, those penalties. They were really good finishes. I know that guy who scores the goals, Milivojevic. He doesn't miss many, but I thought Leno, he was alright. He did what he had to do, and I expect him to start against Liverpool. His distribution is really, really good. He is so much more comfortable with the ball. I feel like Cech, he just doesn't have it with that ball, But overall, I felt as though 2 points dropped. It was a game we should have won. It was a game we were lacking a lot of energy. I think the Sporting CP, or the game in Portugal and the game earlier against Leicester, they really did catch up on us. I thought that the energy really did die down in that second half. We scored the 2 goals, and that was it, really, to be honest. First half, we really need to sort out the first half, because we were just way too slow, and especially against the likes of Liverpool coming up. We're gonna get called out, and it's not gonna end well. So let me know what you think about the next few games coming up against Blackpool. I'll bring out a video for Blackpool as well, and Liverpool, and hopefully we can get the points against Blackpool and take the confidence going into Liverpool, because I feel as though we've had a bit of a kick up the backside now, and we do concede goals. It is very noticeable, because those goals they scored, they're the first goals they scored this season. That was the likes against Cardiff as well, when they scored their first goals against us as well. So we are lacking defensively, but let me know what you think of the next games coming up. Let me know what you think about the video at the moment. Anything I can improve on, anything I can work on, and I'll see what I can do. But I think that would be it for today, guys, and I'll speak soon, guys. Cheers.